Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having a really pleasant and abundant day, and you're listening to the Ragnar-Ra Tarot, and I'm going to start as usual with our oracle cards. And for my regular listeners, I do want to apologize for not being here for a week or so. I've had some things to deal with, and so it's been a bit of a rough journey. So I'm hoping everything's going well for you. And I have already shuffled the oracle cards as usual, and I've brought out two citadel, which are these here. These are the citadel, and we also have a starseed oracle. So let's begin this reading. Let's find out exactly pardon, what the citadel has for you. Ooh, interesting start. We have the witch, experimentation and rebellion. I like that. And let's have a look at the other citadel card. We have the chiromancer, delivering news, collaboration. So chiromancer, hand, reading hands. Interesting. So let's have a look at the first card here, which is the witch. Pardon the pun. The scent of the new fruit hangs in the air, bright and refreshing. The pestle grinds in its bowl, the sound of stone on stone, the soothing repetition. Just as the first plants of spring burst forth from the cracks between the paving stones, so too does the witch push their boundaries in search of new magics. Knowledge exists only to be expanded upon, reshaped and reformed to a new and exciting purpose. And about gaining wisdom and advice, and talking about how some things are outdated for our modern life now, maybe ideas, beliefs. But this is also about traditions and about they are only guides. And so, like anything that becomes outdated and not completely irrelevant, because if you can see through the veil of what's being said, you can pull out the significant knowledge, even though sometimes interpretations of something are wrong, or just written by men like thousands of years later with anything that's like fable or, from mystery. And so this is about that, and it's about like reshaping. Yeah, and these guides, they're not a rule book. They're not to be taken like strictly exactly how they're written. They are just there to guide you. So if you find that you're being held back by something and you're thinking about how should you approach this situation, you have to break free from a tradition that surrounds this and forge your own route, create your own way out, basically. Surround yourself with others who think outside the box, embrace a new tradition. So it's about looking at things, whether it's like modern day problems, through the tradition, through things that are traditional and with the witch here, it's giving me like books on how to do things, how to do this, how to do that. But you have to break out of that mold and create it for yourself. It's discovery, don't forget. It's experimentation. So something that you are experimenting with right now. Okay, so the chiromancer was delivering news and collaboration. Okay. Gentle hands take yours, fingers dance across your palm, seeking out the lines and hidden shapes. When you look across at the chiromancer, there is a smile on their face. Behind it, also the hints of a frown. Being able to read the future is both a blessing and a curse, but is a role that the chiromancer is prepared to fill. You have a message to deliver or something you've been meaning to say for a while, but it may not be a message that someone is ready to receive. Be careful about how you deliver it and choose your timing carefully. The outcome may depend entirely on you. So something about a message that has to be delivered, but the news is sensitive. But it's also coming out with this experimentation, with something that could be, well, it's to do with magic in here, or experimentation with something about tradition and changing tradition and delivering messages. But the way it's delivered, you have to choose your timing. Choose how you deliver it and when you deliver it. Yeah, so there's something about timing that will make the message easier to swallow, I guess, because what it's saying is that whoever you have to send this message to doesn't really want to hear this, but, you know, tact and timing is essential here. So let's look at the third card, and this is the starseed. So let's look into this. This is the starseed, and it says jump in here. It's Andromedian energy, like Andromeda, the star Andromeda. And adventure, say yes to change. So a change. Beautiful, Andromeda. She's like a huge eye there, blue eye. Jump in. So let's have a look at this. Change. Yeah. So news. Changing traditions. Adventure. So this is exciting. This is an exciting journey. Exciting journey beginning here with this oracle. So it's the spiral galaxy, apparently, and it's the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that the Andromedian starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom, very adaptable. They have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. Well, yeah, it's definitely saying that here, with message and tradition and you being so adaptable, and yeah, you're able to change things and discover for yourself. You can experiment with this. So you have these attributes of Andromeda here. You're being guided to jump into this opportunity that's ahead of you. Yeah. And it says don't stall. Take a deep breath and a good old run up and jump right on in. So Life bends for the courageous, and the courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing in the right direction here. The only thing left to do is to take this leap. This is like the Fool card as well, like the leap into whatever, the unknown. Yeah, just figure it out as you go along. There's no need to sort of worry about details here. It may be like ups and downs as well, it's saying, but this is like with everything you start, there is always learning curves. So it won't all be like smooth sailing, because life never is all smooth saving. Saving? I don't know why I said saving. Smooth saving. So maybe you'll get finances, but those finances, they may not be flowing as fast and as abundantly as you wish. You may be getting this money, but this money may be allowing you to live more prosperous, but you don't have a lot yet to save up. So this could be just because the journey's starting. Yeah, so you've not gained the momentum of it yet. The rougher seas teach us how to sail with glory, and once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap. Yeah. So it asks you to ask yourself, how can you do this fully, more fully, and how you are being called here. There's a calling for someone. There is a calling here. And it's to do with bringing news. It's to do with bringing news that maybe someone particular or people particularly, because this is a journey, may not be ready to hear. And timing is important, because it's to do with tradition. It's to do with you being adventurous, jumping into whatever you're being called to do here. You're going to change the way it's perceived, okay? Or something is perceived. So let's take a look at the cards. You have a 5 of Cups here, 5 of Arts. So this is about when someone feels here like they're leaving something behind, because whatever it is has just not worked for them. Look, there's a sea of water and emotion. There's been a lot of it just looks exhausting emotionally. Yeah, and this person here looks like they are exhausted with it. They're all in their head. They just like they don't want anything more to do with it. They're leaving that place. There's a distant house you can see on this card here. And what is that in the distance? There's a fire. Dumpster fire. I just heard dumpster fire. It was a whole dumpster fire for someone. And I love your American words, by the way. Dumpster fire. Who could, how to express it any better than that? You're leaving it. You're leaving it behind. So that could be part of the journey. Leaving something behind here. Something that was just emotionally draining, emotionally. It could be a relationship, it could be a situation, it could literally be a location. Because there are some places that just aren't lucky, and maybe you just overstayed and it's time to go. And that could be the same whether it's a situation as well, or even another person. I don't see any people in this. So It could be just it could be a situation, it could be a place. Just you take it as it resonates for you. We have this King of Cups now. So you're this King of Cups because you've got so much to give here. And I think emotionally you are very stable. You're very in control of your emotions. Yeah, this does point to someone who is very balanced. You're very balanced. You're a master of your emotions with this king. It can't be said any better than that. I hope you can see these cards here. I'm going to lower this so you can. And so, yeah, this King of Cups, he's got the sun in the background here. And he's actually swimming in this water. There's a boat on the horizon. So 2 fishes, could be a Piscean. You could be a Piscean. Yeah, this is again talking about wisdom and inspiration. So this is you, somebody who is a master of your own emotions, this unconscious, tapping into your own unconscious, being capable of reading things like this chiromancer, being completely balanced and knowing. Yeah, and if you look at the 2 energies here, this one here, again, right, this is the struggle here with things in life. And this is the king in complete balance, working with the same energy. So both of them are in water. I just realised that they're both in water. Just like blood in the cups here. So in the trouble. So I'm seeing like heartache, but here we have a different kind of energy, like flowing in the water, flowing with the balancing and sort of the temperance card, who's actually going with the flow of the waves. Because in the background of this picture, you can see there's a storm, a bit of a storm in the background here with a ship up in the air. But the sun's shining here. So he's going with the flow. It's exactly what this card, this Starseed card says. Things may be turbulent and not stay smooth all the time, but it's learning to go with this flow. So again, you are this person, mastery of inner balance is what it's talking to you about here. So maybe you have this mastery with this King of Cups of your own inner balance, and that you're being asked to go with the flow of this situation, or maybe it's about just going with the flow and mastering your inner balance. And the Ace of Wands here, this is energy, this is great amount of power, energy, that kind. There is power here. There's someone doing something in a powerful way with this Ace of Wands. And it's again about a new beginning. Because going with this flow, whatever it is bringing you a new beginning. And this new beginning, you will also be going with the flow. This is actions as well. And this is pursuing, as it said, how can you actively jump in here to the adventure? And it's about pursuing this, because being called and pursuing your dream, it's not just a calling like a higher calling. It's also something you want to pursue. It's your dream here. And of course, with the Ace of Wands, we're talking about creative. It's creative potential. You have all this creativity within you. Yeah, because all these cups that are coming out, is all your intuitive, your creation, your creative energy. the creative power, very powerful creator. I just heard powerful creator, and this is the world. These are beautiful cards. So what have we got so far? We've got the Ace of Wands, and now we've got a major arcana with the world here. And I'm just taking a look at this card for a minute. The symbolism here, we got like angel wings. We have like this red sort of ribbon wrapped around this person. It looks like a infinity sign. We have this cow-like animal here. She's giving me this Hathor and goddess of like abundance. The wings, the angel wings. And look at eagle. Yes, there's like a bull as well. It's like a masculine and a feminine energy coming through here. It's like being in control of both energies, masculine and feminine. And now, although that bull does as kind of, we have the pentagram here for the earth, and then the elements of the earth, and then we also have this, and I'm not sure what the second circle means, but that gives me like the feeling of like Isis and the symbol of life, the Ankh. So something about you in the world here. Being abundant is definitely in this card. So something you're doing, something about your dreams is following your desires, your creative energy, your creative power, but also pursue your dreams. That's what I want to say. Following your dreams here. It's like you're wearing a sash, a ribbon, being celebrated in the world. You're getting some victory in this world. Being vindicated is also a part of it. Vindicated. Freedom, freedom. Yeah, the starseed, Andromeda, freedom. Getting your freedom from these, you know, was it this card? It was one card that said wanting to be free or feeling oppressed. Yeah, feeling oppressed here, or something you want to leave behind, and then we have freedom from that. So going with the flow of this is using your creative skills, as with this card here with the witch, is going to bring you your freedom from this. Mastery of craft. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and knowing who you really are deep down. This is almost like a great inner journey as well as an outer journey. It's like both at the same time. The outer journey is also an inner self-discovery of who you really are. You're a master of your craft, whatever you do here. Mastering that craft. So you're on a journey of discovery, you're on a journey of change, you're on a journey of learning more about yourself, but also a journey of having something you really deserve being given to you here. But because you work so hard and learning who you really are, and also what you really believe, and not what you've been told, again, not following strict traditions of how things are supposed to be, or what you are, or what something else is. You're learning about your craft for yourself. You're not throwing everything out the bath. Oh, everything's wrong. No, what you're doing is going deeper into it and discovering for yourself. It says you're balanced in all elements here and as naked as nature. So you are like the real McCoy. You don't wear no mask. You're balanced in all. This is the earth here, and when I see Athor, I think of, like, you know, earth, air, fire and water, the earth, the Mother Earth. Something universal here, the eternal in the universe, and that's like Andromeda again. So what is this? Queen of Coins. So money too. This is abundance again. Being abundant, being very abundant, creatively abundant, abundant in the work, abundant in what you provide for others. Yeah, with this Queen of Coins, achieving, you know, practical as well. Queen of Coins here. Yeah, and putting those you love before anything else. The Queen of Coins. This is about boundaries as well. It's about barriers. It's about putting those you love first. Priorities, your priorities. Fertility again and creativity again. So you're putting those you love first. Hermit. So it's taken this journey, the flow and the Hermit. Okay, and the Ten of Wands. Oh, these are mixed. These are very mixed cards. Ten of Wands. Yeah, because of the difficulties, you've had to kind of hermit to a degree, is what these cards are showing me. There has been a lot of, like, going within and working things out again, how to work. Yeah, you've had to work your way out of these problems, work your way through them. You've had to hermit. Heavy energies, a lot of responsibility, doing it all on your own with the Hermit as well. So it's about what you've had to do to get to this new beginning. That's why we have this Ten of Wands. That's why we have this Hermit. This is kind of like the wild card as well. When I see this hashtag 9 here, because the Hermit is 9, but it's also a bit like the wild card, because, you know, when you get all those squiggles with like a wild card. So it's like chameleon had to change things up again, like change how you see things, almost like the Hangman. With this wild card and the Hermit, having to change how you look at things and start going with the flow, working with these energies is what you've been doing. Okay, yeah, working with these dark energies, with these troubles. Look at the wolf here, and then there's the dog. Yeah, the scorpion, like all these like different parts of what makes up the moon, the good points of the moon, like your subconscious, and, you know, learning about yourself, going deeper, and also all the shitty bits of the moon, like the, you know, the illusions, the fears, the sort of confusions, the fog, the being thrown about like in this ship, like on a wave, like as we saw with this king. Where's this king gone? Here. Yeah, it's a bit like that, the moon, when it's in its dark aspect. And you've had to manage all this. You've had to manage this Ten of Wands. You've had to hermit. You've had to deal with these really dark energies. There's a witch, there's very witchy aspect about you and very creative, because you're a master of this energy. And it's taken you a long while to discover your mastery over situations like this, like being able to go into these very deep energies, these very problematic situations that's been thrown at you, being thrown into this. Yeah, look here with the Ten of Wands. It's like she's drowned in almost here. Yeah, she's really had to fight your way through this. And this is part of the discovery. This is part of what you've understood about yourself, is that you can do this no matter how difficult it looks and is. Actually, it's not just about how it looks, but is. Because the Ten of Wands, you can't get any more difficult. What's more difficult than the whole 10 Wands? When you reach 10, it's the ultimate, but it's also the end, because you can't get any deeper. And then you've got the Moon with that as well, compounded by everything like that these wands can throw at you. It's like, and wands as well is power, so some kind of magic I'm seeing here. It's raw energy, it's raw active energy, isn't it, wands? So it's like you've dealt with these energies, yeah, hermited, yeah, and come out on top. Ace of Wands, power, the world, Queen of Coins, yeah, and like learning, and King of Cups, because the Moon, it's water, it's all water. All the emotional turmoil you've taken on. So you've like gone from you've been thrown in this situation, you've had to deal with it on your own, you've had to master it, and you had to go from a 5 of Cups to a King of Cups, and with the Moon as well, and take on something about beliefs about things and change it. With the Ace of Wands, with the world, and then now the Queen of Coins. So this is fantastic. This is a beautiful, well, it's just like a journey of self-discovery is what you've been on. And it's bringing you your dreams, everything you wanted, you've had to fight for. Everything about your dreams, everything about your call, you being called to something, and something like could also mean with the universe calling you to something, and that's something you've had to fight for. You've had to fight your way through. So where are you now in this story? We have the Queen of Cups, we have the world, we have the Ace of Wands, because it said freeing yourself with the world. Yeah, vindicated with the world, and then the Queen of Coins. So I think like this flow. Oh, okay. So what we have here is, this is a 9 of Swords. Yeah, so this is the stress again. It's talking about the stress you went through. This is the Swords in the 9. So the distress from that. The Moon again. So yeah, it is saying the same thing. Both cards are saying the same thing. But this is Swords, so mentally it's been rough. Yeah, you've done it alone again with five of coins here. 5 of coins is very often like debt and financial situations, but it also says it's like isolation and like doing things for yourself. And like having to do it on your own here with a 5, feeling like, because it's also like feeling a little bit out in the cold because of what you've taken on. You've had to do it on your own. You've had to hermit. The energy is the change, yeah, the change. They're bringing change. So the change is coming here. You're being shown the change. So depending on where you are in this journey, this is about your moderation again, like the King of, and just patience. You're being called to be patient now. Being patient through this is going to help. Just going with flow. Again, the change is coming with these cards. Yeah. It's almost like the hand out here in the Chiromancer, like stop, don't do anything right now. Just stay with it. Stay with the process. Is what I'm seeing here. Like being calm, like with this woman here. Meditation, of course. Building this. Yeah. You're building this. Slowly and steady this change is coming. And it must feel like a real journey. It's been a real journey. This is for someone that has a real destiny. This is the energies, the moon, the 10 of Wands, the Hermit, the King of Cups, Ace of Wands, the World, Queen of Coins. And yeah, time to turn the page here with this 8 of Cups. Turn the page. You can turn the page. It's the next card from like being patient. Let's turn the page. This is like the 8. This is the Ace of Cups. 8 of Cups, sorry. So again, it's this. This is 5, but again, it's like a new page, turning over a new page. It's a new page. It's a new page in your life now coming in. Yeah. It's happening. The change is coming here. You can see it in the oracles. You can see it in the energy. Like everything is about leaving, moving through this energy, turning the page. Temperance, your patience. Yeah, perseverance. Because of your perseverance. So persevering. Okay, is there anything else you'd like us to know about this? Yeah, there's the conflict here with the 3 of Hearts. This is like the card of separation. Separation again. This is like something breaking, whether it's like a situation also that involves people or whether it's just the situation breaking away. You're breaking away. As it said in the other cards about getting free, breaking away. Because you persevered through this, your patience, your perseverance, you've gone through the emotional, mental torture of what it brings here alone, the moon again, and now you can turn a page. It's definitely coming through, especially with this 3 of Cups here. With this is separation. It's because, with 6, it's talking about something that's balanced and supportive for you. So whatever this situation is, as is not right for you, it's not, you've had to go through it, you've had to learn from it, you've had to learn more about yourself, you've had to learn more about looking after you here, looking after your family, your boundaries. You've had to fight your way through here, through this energy, and but you're separating from whatever this is now, whether that is a person whether that has wronged you in some deep, dark way, or whether it's a situation, something you've been involved with, something you've had to learn about, something that's, you know, been thrown at you by people that are just not good for you. But you need more than that. You're being offered more than that. And there is also this, you're separating from this now. Your determination, you're going through the ups and downs, the flows with this, you're not giving up. Yeah, you were not giving up, you were determined. This is determination, this is willpower here. Yeah, yeah. So it's coming to an end, break up, you're leaving it behind. As it said earlier on, leaving something behind. Yeah. So whatever it is for you, it is over. It is over. Look at that, your strength here. You're like Wonder Woman. Yeah, you're ready for strong, nurturing kinds of relationships. And it doesn't even have to be like emotional relationships, although we did see the lovers come out. Like, you deserve better. And I'm seeing this as like this powerful person here. Whether you're male or female, this is just energies. Yeah, because we've got the King of Cups here as well. But I'm seeing this powerful person here. And again, this is like having everything here. Being able to tackle your career, your dreams, your passions, your creativity, your home, your money, your finances, your family. You're all put together. You've learned about yourself. All sorts of stuff have come your way here, and you've dealt with it all. What more can I say? And you've really come through it strong. Like, all these energies in this card are strength. Hermit, King, Superwoman figure, this Temperance, this guy just drilling into, you know, his power, his resources, his will, his determination. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very powerful energies. You are a very powerful, very strong person, very creative. You have absolutely everything together. And you really know how to go with the flow. And, you know, when things get tough, you get freaking tougher. There's absolutely no doubt about this. And look at these two energies here. Got, like, come on, look at this. Like, celebrate yourself here. Really celebrate yourself. And look at this. I mean, look at this. That's powerful. And again, male or female, you have, you know, work with that energy. Your determination here. Your determination. Your perseverance, as it says. Look at this. Your armour, you've had your armour on. Yeah, you learn how to grow a shell. You've learned how to arm yourself, and you've learned how to be unstoppable, like that pneumatic drill here. Look at that. I mean, you know, you're going to get through it no matter what. This is the energy of these cards, and it is just incredible. And you've done it, don't forget, here. See this. And with the Hermit, yeah, and no one's helped you. No one's giving you a leg up. Maybe the universe, maybe your guides, maybe those loving energies around you. But for the most part, you really have had to. You've had to pull your socks up and pull yourself out of this, for sure. For sure. And you've got so much to give now. You have learned so much wisdom. Yeah. Yeah. And change is coming in, and something in your path is waiting for you, and you're something about this news. Yeah. So maybe you're going to share what you've learned, whether that's like through your art, whether that's like through your work, something you're doing. And like, to be quite honest, I'm feeling like a lot of people aren't ready to hear what you've got to give, but when it comes, the timing will be right. And maybe that's just a few people that won't be ready to hear it. Maybe it'll be people you know that won't be ready to hear how you have changed, what you know, how you found yourself, who you have become, you know, especially when it comes to boundaries. And you've gone from a desperate place to this like almost superhuman. And I'm seeing love here. Love in the home. Flow. Wow. Flow. Yeah. Flow through this. Being in the flow. You are now in the flow. Beginning. Yeah. Something is beginning. You see that fish again? It's like a fish, doesn't it? Or the bird. Because we had both the two fish in this, and we also had this. There was an eagle, like an eagle. I think it was in one of these cards anyway. It's here, isn't it? It's in this the world, the bird. Yeah, here's the bird taking off again, giving me freedom. But as it said with the Andromeda, the freedom, flight, beginning. It's beginning. It's beginning. Yeah, separation has happened and things are beginning. The separation is coming. You're leaving, you're moving, you're changing. Things are changing and things are beginning for you. You deserve this abundance. You're going to be so happy. Yeah, because you look like this naked woman, nature. Again, we're seeing the Athor, the sort of very in touch with the earth, very shamanic person. So this peace, I can see this peace in this card. Look with the dog as well, and the tree. Is that a tree house? It is, it's a tree house. It's a tree house, nature. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, you love nature. You're at one with nature. Yeah. Adoration. God, you're going to be adored. You're going to be adored. Whether that's got something to do with the Lovers card that came in, or just others that you come across in life, people that you meet, people that pulled to, whatever your goal is here. Yeah, you're going to be adored. And we have union coming back again. So some union, some kind of union, whichever way you want to read that for yourself. If it's not a physical union with someone you love, then maybe it's a different kind of union. And that's really all I have to give in this reading right now for you. But you've had a long journey, you've had a real struggle, but you've come out like $1 billion. Honestly, you really have. And I'm just really, really happy for you. And it's like so proud of you, what you've done. It's absolutely amazing what you've come through. It's like everything is now opening up for you. Yeah, something you dreamed about, your dream. You fought for your dream. And if you like the way I read, please leave me a like. Please think of subscribing to my channel to get more readings like this in the future. And yeah, stick around, subscribe to my channel, please leave me a like, and remember the universe is supporting you. Your ancestors and your guides support you and love you, and I love you. Thank you for listening. Namaste.